you misunderstood Rhiannon's song. At first glance, Rhiannon might feel like just another dreamy 1970s rock ballad, a mystical woman, poetic imagery, and a hypnotic chorus that stays with you long after the song ends. Many listeners take it as a simple ode to a mysterious lover, a woman who cannot be tamed. But that's only scratching the surface. Stevie Nicks, the songwriter behind Rhiannon, tapped into much deeper sources of inspiration, mythology, spirituality, and her own fascination with strong, magical female figures. Understanding Rhiannon means unlocking layers of history, legend, and Nicks's own identity as an artist. Most casual listeners interpret Rhiannon as a song about a free-spirited woman, maybe a lover, maybe a muse, who is beautiful, powerful, and untouchable. Fleetwood Mac's fans in the 1970s often assumed it was just a metaphor for female independence during the era of social change. But the truth is far richer. Stevie Nicks didn't invent Rhiannon out of thin air. The name comes from Welsh mythology, where Rhiannon is a goddess associated with horses, enchantment, and mystery. Once you know this, the song transforms from being just a rock ballad into something almost mythical. A story of a supernatural woman who represents freedom and power beyond human limits. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Most casual listeners interpret Rhiannon as a song about a free-spirited woman, maybe a lover, maybe a muse, who is beautiful, powerful, and untouchable. Fleetwood Mac's fans in the 1970s often assumed it was just a metaphor for female independence during the era of social change. But the truth is far richer. Stevie Nicks didn't invent Rhiannon out of thin air. The name comes from Welsh mythology, where Rhiannon is a goddess associated with horses, enchantment, and mystery. Once you know this, the song transforms from being just a rock ballad into something almost mythical. A story of a supernatural woman who represents freedom and power beyond human limits. This is the heart of the discussion, the section where the meaning of the song unfolds in its depth. The mythological Rhiannon. In Welsh mythology, Rhiannon is a goddess often connected to horses, the otherworld, and magical beauty. She is strong, mysterious, and sometimes misunderstood. She represents female power that is both alluring and intimidating. When Nicks discovered this mythological connection after writing the song, she embraced it completely, even adopting Rhiannon's energy as part of her stage persona. The chorus, "She is like a cat in the dark," and "Then she is the darkness," perfectly captures this mythological aura, a woman who is everywhere and nowhere, who cannot be fully grasped. Rhiannon as a symbol of female freedom. During the 1970s, women in rock were carving out new identities. Nicks turned Rhiannon into more than a goddess. She made her a symbol of female independence. The lyrics speak of a woman who can never be broken and who exists beyond control. For listeners, especially women at the time, this was empowering. Rhiannon is not a love song in the traditional sense. It's not about possession, but about transcendence. A woman who belongs to herself. Personal layers of meaning for Stevie Nicks. Stevie Nicks has admitted that Rhiannon became more than a song. It became part of her own identity. She said, "I saw Rhiannon in my own life. She was strong, she was mystical, she was everything I wanted to be." The song can be seen as Nicks projecting her own aspirations and inner struggles. At a time when she was stepping into the spotlight with Fleetwood Mac, Rhiannon became both her shield and her muse. The ambiguity and the magic. One reason Rhiannon resonates so deeply is because it doesn't explain everything. The lyrics float between imagery and metaphor, cats, darkness, birds in flight. This ambiguity makes the song timeless. It invites listeners to project their own meanings, whether spiritual, romantic, or personal. In the end, Rhiannon really means freedom, the kind of freedom that is magical, mysterious, and a little dangerous. "She is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness." This line captures Rhiannon's duality, graceful yet predatory, visible yet hidden. She rules her life like a bird in flight, a symbol of absolute freedom. Rhiannon belongs to no one but herself. Wouldn't you love to love her? The allure of Rhiannon lies in desire. Everyone wants her, but no one can truly possess her. All your life, you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Suggests something supernatural, a woman who transcends ordinary human existence. Stevie Nicks has often described Rhiannon as more than just a song. In a 1976 interview, she said, "Rhiannon is about a mystical woman living in a world not quite of this one. She's magical, but she's also tragic." She also admitted that the song helped her shape her stage presence, flowing shawls, mystical imagery, and a performance style that blurred the line between music and magic. Rhiannon remains one of Fleetwood Mac's most iconic songs. It helped define Stevie Nicks as a central figure in rock mythology and influenced countless female artists after her. Live performances of Rhiannon in the late 1970s became legendary, with Nicks often stretching the song into intense, almost ritualistic moments on stage. It has also become a staple in discussions of feminist rock anthems, standing alongside songs that celebrate female autonomy and mystery. What is Rhiannon about? It's about a mystical, free-spirited woman, inspired by mythology, but also symbolizing independence and freedom. Did Stevie Nicks write Rhiannon for someone? No. It wasn't about a person she knew, but was inspired by a character in a novel, and later connected to mythology. Is Rhiannon a love song? Not in the traditional sense. It's more a song of fascination and empowerment than romance. Why is Rhiannon so popular? Because it blends rock music with mythology, mystery, and unforgettable imagery, making it timeless. Nearly 50 years after its release, Rhiannon continues to enchant listeners. Its blend of mythology, mystery, and female empowerment makes it timeless, while Stevie Nicks' performance keeps it alive for new generations. It's not just a Fleetwood Mac classic, it's a cultural touchstone that reminds us of the power of music to channel something beyond this world. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting discoveries.